15.
Welcome to Mosaic Mind, folks. Your host, Vince, alongside my best pal,
Tristan.
And with our two guests, no, not even guests, we have our Hamilton bot. Say hi, Hamilton.
She says, fuck you.
Alright, much better than nothing. And then we got Rach here. Say hi, Rach.
Hi.
Yes, we have the dream team, pretty much. By the way, Rachel, would you like to read out the things that Hamilton says, or should I?
You do it, I'm distracted.
Alright, fine. You're distracted by Tumblr.
Pretty much.
Alright, anyway. So, what is the topic that Des had?
She says basically how tattoos and dark hair make someone look unprofessional.
Well, I feel like it's just a stigma left over from days where, like, only hoodlums had tattoos and people are too lazy to get around to changing their opinions.
I actually quite agree with Rachel there. I mean, my brother has tattoos, and yet he's one of the most professional people I know. Like, he has two huge sleeves.
My dad has a tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
Although it's on his chest, which is very easily covered. Which is a funny thing I saw on a Tumblr post somewhere where before tattoos were like for yourself and were generally in places where they could be covered, and now tattoos are just a thing for everyone to see.
Yeah, exactly. Like, tattoos nowadays are just like a piece of art you want on your body because you think it's badass or awesome or what have you.
Samoans use it to I think Samoans use it to represent themselves or a tribe or something. I don't know. But they would tattoo their lips and they would have the lines going down from their chin.
Oh, you're talking about tribal tattoos?
No, that's what it was. That's what Samoans use. If you see someone with that tattoo on their face, you know they're Samoan.
Well, they might.
Okay, so Des was telling the story of her friend got kicked out of a choir concert in a public high school because she dyed her hair red. Red isn't even like, what? That's stupid.
Okay, really? Like, what the fuck?
And seriously, who the hell takes public high school choir that seriously?
Yeah,
Church wouldn't accept her because of her other red hair.
Well, I mean, as I pointed out on the Facebook argument of that, I really think that's probably just the school thinking, like, you know, oh, well, we want to have a choir that actually, you know, looks like they should be in a church, whereas this person with dyed hair is probably against God.
Choirs do not belong in churches always.
Choirs do.
Listen, this is a school. This is a place where they teach false education. Try to make everyone this cog in the murder machine. With freedom to such an extent, you are just... I swear to God, you know that scene in 1984 where everyone's around in the Ministry of Truth, and Winston's sitting around in his blue jumpsuit listening to the 2 Minutes of Hate?
No.
I don't remember that. A. B. Did you know that Cancer is apparently a feminine astrological sign?
Yes, I know. I've read all about the Cancer, man.
I didn't know that. Okay.
But anyway, I've been in public school choirs for 4 years, and I've never seen anyone have a problem with like that. And our choir director took that crap seriously.
Damn it, I don't think you should read that book. But
It might actually just be your location and the biases of the teacher does.
We did get your parts from Kansas.
No, that's the issue. The teacher's hair is white and red. Oh, okay. I can understand exactly
He's a hypocrite.
why.
Well,
yeah,
wait. Is this
exactly.
blue in there? Because then they're like, oh, he's patriotic.
Red, white, and blue.
Yes. Seriously, you wear that, you're instantly like some god. That's why.
I feel so left out right now. I'm the only Canadian. But anyway, no, that is actually extraordinarily hypocritical. And actually, your friend should be able to, like, write a letter or like make a complaint and be like, "What the fuck? Like my teacher's hair is dyed. Why the fuck can't I have mine dyed?" Signs a contract saying she wouldn't, though. Okay, but at the same time, it's like, come on, it's red. It's not like it's bright, hot pink or something like that.
It's not like it's a swastika color where it's like, right, she had a red
Okay, what the hell is swastika color?
I was actually about to ask the exact same thing, Rach. Thanks.
It's 3 colors. Red, white, and black.
Yeah, but dude, red, white, and black could be a lot of things.
I know, but if it's used in the same pattern they use them.
There's an El Dorado reference on this Tumblr. I'm sorry, anyway.
I already saw it.
I'm going to minimize this because I'm going to get way too distracted.
I'm not.
Yeah, well, you're kidding. You're allowed to do that.
I am not either.
Oh,
It's part of the Kansas Board of it. Oh, Vince, stop. No, but like I could understand if it were like me with my blue and green hair. Yeah, exactly. Like if it's like yours, it's like okay, that's definitely not a hair color people have. Whereas the red is kind of like okay, some people have dark red hair. Why can't we just let that be a thing?
maybe
And I can
that's a
understand your
fallacy.
frustration. How?
Not natural. Not her natural hair color. Like, if it's something that you
Who
can't
cares?
have at the same time, it's...
No, but like who cares in that case? Because I mean, like.
Mother.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a distraction. Like, some people have hair color like that. So a lot of the crowd wouldn't be looking at the girl and being like, oh, that person dyed their hair. Or you might have that one person that's like super fucking Bible thumper and they're just like, oh, so this person dyed their hair. That's totally against God. Like, no, that's not gonna fucking happen because people aren't that fucking stupid. At least
And I
hope
mean,
people
if the choir was actually any good, people would be sitting there staring at everyone's hair color anyway.
Rachel, look at the thing Des just sent.
That was me!
Damn it! Why do I keep doing that?
I gotta look at this now.
Yes, you do. Natural color hair is just distraction. No, Lawrence isn't like that. Lawrence is known as the San Francisco of the Midwest. I don't know what San Francisco is like, personally, but that's just because
It's
I'm-
extraordinarily tolerant of basically everything. It has a Chinatown and a gay district.
I have a Chinatown and a gay district.
You would, Tristan.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No, what was that?
I hate the
No.
Come on.
You would.
Hamilton.
Oh, hardy
the
har, just because I'm in
flamethrower.
Canada?
San Francisco is the Canada of the States. That's all you need to know.
That's actually a pretty good way of putting it.
I love San Francisco.
Depends.
It has a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. Actually, they're called auditoriums.
Auditoriums, eh?
Yes,
Oh,
but
yes.
spelled O-D-D.
Yeah,
toriums.
I figured that as soon as you said it.
I've been to the one in San Francisco at least 5 times.
Really?
Yes,
How is it?
amazing.
Okay, can you tell me something that stands out?
There's a mirror maze.
There's a what?
Mirror maze.
Oh, I love mazes.
A
I used
mirror
to have
maze?
to
You sound-
be like going through it and then running smack dab into a mirror.
Somehow
That
I
would
could
drive
see.
anyone mad.
No, it wouldn't drive me mad. I would just be like, sweet an adventure.
I got through it though.
Yeah, exactly. See, so she got through it, and everything's cool.
Oh, and
You
they
see, if I had
have
a maze like that, people would go mad.
they have a cable car made entirely out of matchsticks.
Yes.
I get really stoned and then do the mirror maze.
Actually, you know what? I think that's one of the only times I would ever do that again. Because that would be super fun to do it with you guys.
Actually, you know, it'd be really fun. No. Even worse. It's when someone's on a hallucinogen and is going through it.
No, that would be a bad time right
I
there.
know, that's the funnier thing.
Like, maybe if it's someone
And
you
like
really...
some of the mirrors would rotate and things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe if it's someone you really, really hate, do that. But, like, no, don't do that to your friends. Like, that's just fucked up, dude.
I'm not saying
It's really
to your
funny.
friends. I'm saying someone
Because
else
don't-
did it.
The only way you can really get around is to like touch all of the mirrors to figure out what's the reflection and what isn't. So
Yeah.
they give you gloves so you don't smudge up all of the glass. But this kid and I were like both reaching for each other at the same time because we thought it was a reflection, and then our fingertips like touched and we both nearly peed our pants.
Also, I do agree with Des. Like, you don't want to wish a bad trip on someone. Because, like, there's one dude that took LSD, and he had such a bad trip that during the trip, he thought that his hand, like his left hand, was cut off. And when he was out of the trip and he was, like, sober again, his mind was so convinced that his hand wasn't there that he couldn't move his left hand anymore.
So yeah, what's the reverse of phantom limb disorder?
No, it was pretty much phantom limb disorder, but the thing is, his hand is still there. So,
No,
like,
phantom limb disorder is when you think you can still move your hand when it's not there. Or
Yeah,
you're convinced your limb is still there when it isn't.
I'm
Like-
saying the opposite though. When it's
I think I actually agree with Des on this. Like, I wouldn't exactly wish a bad trip on someone, and when I say, like, someone that you really hate, like, I'm talking, like, maybe I would wish a bad trip on, like, a war criminal, or someone that, like, did something really fucking terrible. Then, yeah, sure, go the fuck ahead. But if it's, like, a normal person, like,
Oh, they also I forgot about the rotating tunnel.
yeah, exactly, Des.
oh, that's the those are things are fun.
What are rotating
Yeah.
tunnels?
You
It's
basically...
this bridge, and then...
Would you let me talk?
Alright, fine.
I brought it up.
Damn.
I was already talking and he started interrupting me.
He does that. You two are American.
Damn straight.
Anyway, they have a tunnel and like the outside parts of it just turns, but you're on a bridge and it's completely straight, but as soon as you step into it, you're convinced that you start turning, and so everyone's going through it like stumbling all over everything, and it's really hard to actually go through without like leaning.
I could imagine if you're doing that while being stoned, that would be like the most trippy thing ever.
The eye of God.
I'd die, yeah, I probably would too, Des. I would be like, something has gone very wrong.
The auditorium somewhere has a room that like stimulates being inside a tornado.
Oh, simulates, you mean?
Yeah,
You said stimulates.
my bad.
Oh, it's such
Alright.
a stimulating adventure.
And then as soon as you get it out, it shows like a whole bunch of weird things that have happened after tornadoes. Like some weird suction thing happened and a chicken ended up inside of a bottle.
What?
How it feels to chew vodka.
Kristen, you're turning into a walrus.
I would totally do that though. Like I would just like go in front of the rotating tunnel, take out a pack of 5 gum, and everyone would just be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Accelerating my senses," and then just walk into it.
And then I would walk away.
Like just to fuck with everyone.
We're all for the shtick.
I will totally do that, Des. If we ever find ourselves in San Francisco with a rotating tunnel, we're doing that.
Oh, God.
By the way, I really do hope that at some point the Mosaic crew can actually all meet up somewhere and like just chill the fuck out.
San Francisco. I freaking love San Francisco, and they have theaters and really cool things, and oh my god.
I mean, like, once I get my fucking, like, nearly 20 grand, I could just send you guys a whole bunch of money and then just be like, hey, we're all meeting in San Francisco on this date. Let's do this.
I'm still waiting on the fact that we gotta do a country tour. A North American tour. I'm still waiting to do that once we get enough people.
So, another thing we'd have to do in San Francisco is they have a wax museum, and for some reason I'm scared of everything in wax museums except for the specific part of it they have for horror things.
Actually,
The irony!
Rach, I'm actually very terrified of wax museums.
Yeah, but it's super strange. I was going through it and they're like showing all historical figures, and I kept jumping at everything, and then as soon as they get to the part where you can bypass this section because it shows like people on torture devices, whatever, I was totally fine.
Oh, Des, I actually had to do something like that too. For the audience, Des says when she was in 5th grade, we had to become a living wax museum. It was weird and scary. I was Galileo. I actually had that kind of thing too, except it was called Living Statues. It was for my drama class when I was in grade 10 or 11. And we were able to do whatever the fuck we wanted. So my friend and I did like a whole bunch of poses as Jedi, and we both had lightsabers. Because they were the combat lightsabers that I used. So yeah.
There's a thing in Nevada, in the capital of Nevada, called the Ghost Walk, and they like tour people around the capital and show them like really cool houses that have like historical significance, and they have actors at some of the houses pretending to be ghosts.
Okay.
And I had to be the lady in black, who I'm pretty sure was a real person, who would like go and knock on someone's door in the 1800s, and if they answered, she'd ask for someone who didn't live there and then just go away. But if no one answered, she would just let herself into the house, whether the door was unlocked or not, and just wait for them creepily in their front hallway. So I was standing on this porch, pretending to be this lady in black, completely covered. There was no skin on me showing, and I accidentally kept convincing people I was an animatronic.
That's amazing. Also, we actually do have ghost walks here, so if you and Des ever actually do get yourself up to Montreal, then we could definitely go on a ghost walk. I've never been on one for my entire time living here. And we have a zombie walk as well, Des. Actually, I have a picture on Facebook of me doing a zombie walk.
Oh, yeah.
If I can find it, I'll actually send it.
I remember seeing that, because I'm like, I do better zombie makeup.
Did you say that? I can't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure I said something like that, but...
Maybe.
No, the best part
My friend had done the makeup for me.
Like, I had people absolutely convinced I was an animatronic for a while. Like, one kid on the very last tour, like, was looking at me and he had his camera and then he's like, wow, that's a really impressive decoration. And I was holding the key in one hand. So I suddenly just turned to him, throw the key in the air and catch it with my other hand, and he nearly peed himself.
That's amazing.
and the tour guide and his mom, standing on the stairs behind me, started laughing hysterically. And then I just pulled the veils off my face, and I'm like, hey.
My God, I looked so young.
I actually wasn't allowed to talk to the guests. That was
Really?
part of my thing. I wasn't allowed to say anything.
Hi. No? Wow.
It's the second year I've done the ghost walk, and both times I've been forbidden to talk to the guests. I'm like, hey! Last time it was really funny, because the first time I did it, I was a girl in white, dressed, like, dancing on a porch, and this year I was the lady in black.
Next year you could be the lady in gray.
I'll be the damsel in gray.
The damsel in gray. Maybe you might get some color in a couple years.
I don't think so, I'm a ghost.
The rainbow ghost. He's fabulous. What? No?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ghost walk is super fun.
I want to do one.
Here we go.
Actually.
So I don't know if you guys can all see this, but
I like that picture.
oh, look at this.
When gay people, when they die, rainbow ghosts.
Anyway, so
Has anyone ever thought about how Danny Phantom's power is actually to die and come back to life whenever he wants?
Yeah.
you know, I never